It looks like we have one more question.
Let me just ask, how many people have seen Bully? So that was a film that Harvey Weinstein made as well, with an amazing director who has now said that Bully has been seen by millions of kids and educators and parents around the world. And as a result of that movie, it has created a lot of awareness about how what kind of conduct of, well, we're just being kids, how it can really be hurtful. And that's what movies can do. They really can help educate in ways that, you know, sitting up on a stage or in front of a classroom, we really can't do.
A lot of things in the movie, I noticed there would be a character, but a minor character never named or whatever. You'd show them doing something, like an action, and then you would cut later as a reaction for someone else. Like, the best example I can think of this to make it like sort of clear what I'm talking about, when the little girl, she's looking out the window at the violence and she's watching, I think her mom or someone important to her be beaten and killed, and it shows her crying, and then it cuts to Mandela seeing all this, and then it showed her dead afterwards. And you do a lot of things like that where it would sort of, you would almost get a feel for a minor character, and then you would see what happened to them. And just what sort of brought you to make these little emotional peaks, I guess, in the movie? How did you come up with that sort of
First of all,
technique
that's a
for that?
really astute observation, and so I thank you for pointing it out. And the reason that you do that is it makes it, you know, it makes the actions that happen important for all of us, and it makes us able to empathize, you know, with the characters in the movie. So it's Mandela who sees the cause and effect on the people. If everything just happens to him, you know, that's not what it was about. It was about him looking at the people that he led and watching the terrible effects of violence and the terrible effects of this strife and apartheid and this torn up country. So yes, that's, you mean, that is done throughout the movie. You see history, and you see history's effect on all the people, and we're all players in history.
All right, let's have another round of applause for our... Thank you so much for all of your questions. This is great.
Thank you, Randy. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. And let me just ask you one last question. Who in this room would actually fight for something that they cared about? Who in this room would actually work with other people to fight for something that they cared about? Who in this room is going to get a great education and do anything you want to do in life? Have a great Thanksgiving, everybody.